What? What did you say? Bikes are coming, or you liked my humming?
Yeehaw! The Alabama Disaster Show. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. It's going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So here we go again. Around and around we go on the MOTO merry-go-round. This time in Alabama for the first time in 40 years and the first time ever. In Protective Stadium. Decent looking stadium. Looked kind of like a cool spot. Looked a little smaller than some of the bigger stadiums that we've been in. I don't know how many seats they have there. Didn't check that one out. If you know, leave it in the comments below. But let's see about some key takeaways because we had some good, bad, and even ugly go on in Alabama. Woo-hee! It's going to be a good one to break down. Let's start with our 250 class. Vial, the Frenchman, we let him do it. He got out front. Watch out for the French invasion. And he checked out. That's 2 in a row, you guys. It might be the Frenchy, dude. He could be taking this thing home, dude. Because, McAdoo and Hammaker, they look good. They look good, and they're definitely capable of winning. But other than that, everybody looks good. You know, Danger can still do it. Hymus can still do it. Pierce Brown can still do it. Even Jalek Swole possibly could do. Ricky looked like he fit right in Alabama. Did you see his suit jacket? It was some plaid checkered. Looked like he grabbed it off the local Salvation Army.
Dang, Walty, I showed up and all I had was a t-shirt, so they had to run down and find me a jacket.
But he looked pretty Alabama. But he's kind of a country bumpkin anyway. Love you, Ricky. Love you, dude. Just keeping it real over here. You should too, bro. We saw it when Jalek cleaned him out. You let your emotions show on the camera, and you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to let the audience know that you have any affiliation with Triumph, I believe. Now, back in the RCH days, I remember you trying to do the same thing, but even somebody, whoever you was, probably Ralph and Jeff at that time, probably what he got axed, was like,
Ricky, what do you think? That's your boy right there at RCH.
Oh, yeah, you try to play it down. Ricky's not uttering anything to do with Triumph. I'm sure he can't. I'm sure it's something in his contract. So when he went down, you could clearly see he got emotion. He was bummed. He was bummed, and he let that, it was shown on the camera. He was like,
oh no, I hate to see that, no.
That's what I saw. What did you guys see? Reality is this. Triumph's looking pretty good. Jalek Swole is doing a phenomenal job for those guys. He was sniffing the podium, and it's getting close. It could happen, but then again, there might be like a little bit of a curse on Triumph. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe even do a future video and break it down a little further, because it certainly can happen. You know, with RCH, they were kind of a one-hit wonder. They had Kenny bring home an outdoors, but other than that, that was pretty much it in terms of championships. But nonetheless, Triumph looks good, Bike looks good, Rider looks good. Ricky, you're just doing okay, bro. You're just doing okay. But the reality is Danger Boy. Danger Boy melted down. He had a Vince Freeze moment, cleaned somebody out. At least Vince Freeze had tried to go back to the guy's truck and blame him for something he did. Like, it almost looked worse than Vince Freeze to me. But since he's Danger Boy, the biggest internet personality we have out there, he's not going to get the blowback that the Vince Freeze would, but I think he should. He chopped off the field. Nothing wrong with that. Got connected with another rider, Hammaker. Nothing wrong with that. But then started blaming Hammaker for it. And even going back to the semi-truck looking for him, trying to fight. That's not cool. Now, Danger. Your middle name is Danger, dude. You're Danger Boy Deeks. So, you know, that's what we expect out of you, dude. Don't get all squeaky clean and ride all cautious out there. No! Continue to just, do you, dude. Now, the reality is, Danger, I just don't know if you have the natural talent. You'll be a checkers or wreckers, Ricky style guy when you get to the 450s or even throughout your 250 career. Because right now, I don't see legit fluid efficiency out you. You're just a different type of animal. And typically, it's hard to turn that into championships. And you're going to have a lot of crashes. We get to look forward to a lot of spectacular moments from you. But it's a little early to tell. But when he cleaned out our boy Cody Shock on the muck-off Yamaha.
What are you talking about? That was dirty. I'm Danger Boy Deeks. You should expect that.
It's just basically the same brand, so Yamaha had to be kind of bummed on that. Totally. In fact, Yamaha had to be super bummed to see one Yamaha rider clean out another, even if it's Danger Boy. especially for 7th place. It just didn't look good, and Cody Shock handled himself pretty well. Now, I know Danger, since then, your handlers or you yourself or somebody's told you, dude, you got to jump on your Instagram and apologize for your behavior. So he apologized for his behavior, and, he let his emotions get to him. No problem, bro. No problem at all. That's all right. You can let that can happen. But the reality is it just didn't look good, dude. That was one of those moments that didn't look good at all. But I doubt we'll turn it into much. It was just a rookie moment or sophomore moment, motions, whatever the case may be. You wanted to win. You found yourself not having a good night. It happens. And it just happens. Now, Jet Lawrence. It's his, dudes. I mean, we've talked about this, and we all know this, and that's where Ricky was sugarcoating this at the beginning of the television package, saying,
I wouldn't just give Jet Lawrence the championship yet. I think there's other guys
No, Ricky, you know that. You're just saying that because you know it's going to be a boring series if Jet just starts winning out. And then you'll jump the fence and start trying to figure out a way you can just hype him as the Wonder Boy. But the reality is we want to see a dogfight, and we're not going to get it right now. We just aren't. None of these guys. Tomac dropped anchor. All of a sudden, something went sideways. He was beast mode, and now he's not. Cooper Webb, normally, when he gets in second, late in the race, he's able to reel guys in. The track was a little basic. Maybe if it was more choppy and challenging and rutted out, and maybe Cooper Webb could have got to his rear tire, but it's still yet to see if he could pass him or anybody. I just don't see anybody passing Jet at this point. If he gets out front, he's going to have to take himself out because no riders at the moment are going to. Now, we could see an Eli or a Webb or any, other the Andersons, even a Kenny. There's a lot of guys that all of a sudden just have the night of their life. The planets align and they're just on one. Beast mode engaged. And somehow, until that happens, Jet's got him physically, mentally covered. They've conceded to the fact now that this dude's untouchable again. He put him back in their spot. Initially, when we saw the on-track meltdown excursion where he grabbed Anderson's helmet and then Anderson put him back in his playpen, we kind of opened the door for the other riders to be like, cool, now I don't have to treat this guy with kid gloves anymore. I can actually go ride him. But once the rider starts just beating you and doing it with that level of ease, and now it becomes a psychological challenge. This week, what they're doing is studying Jet. Unfortunately, studying Jet probably isn't going to translate over to a Cooper Webb. Why? Because his riding style and physique is so different. Cooper, you can't change the stripes of a zebra. So these guys, they're probably studying Jet. I mean, back in the day. Like with the Bubba scrub, guys started being able to adopt scrubbing, but they still couldn't even match the scrubs, rarely, of James Stewart. His scrubs were just so fluid and effortless. It was second nature, where the other guys were studying film, practice until they could finally scrub. This was something that came natural for James Stewart. Same thing with Jet Lawrence. Jet Lawrence is such a efficient rider. With his physique, the size, his body length, his weight, his rider IQ, everything just gives him that edge where he's able to win and make it look easy. Where in the past, a guy like Cooper Webb, Ricky Villapoto, they had to do it looking like they were riding the ragged edge, being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Jet hasn't shown that he has to do that quite yet. And final thoughts I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy who wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. Shark infested Alabama. Welcome to the swimming pool. We're glad to have you. Welcome aboard. Delivered some pretty good stuff. There was a lot of takeaways that I think we just talked about here in Alabama. Number one, Danger Boy, you're on probation. You're not probation. Well, they docked him some points for his off-track excursion, but I'm still, jury's out a little bit with Danger. He hasn't shown that consistency yet, and he's actually shown more crashes of late than finishes. Jet, clearly the momentum's back on his side. We're going to need some help to get this thing interesting again, because if he starts clicking off wins, this thing is over. But in the meantime, I'll be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.